Hi, my name is Chris Jackson. I am a business attorney. I've been one for 25 years, and today we are going to set up your limited liability company in the state of Wyoming. I'm going to show you how to do that step by step via Incfile. I'm going to take you to a screen share momentarily. I'm going to go through the steps. I'm going to answer every single question I think you might have about the different options so that by the end of the video you're comfortable before you press that last button that you have formed your limited liability company exactly the way that you want to form it. Before we get there though, I just want to go over quickly why Wyoming. I'm not going to go into detail about why Wyoming. If you've reached this video, you've already presumably made the decision to form your LLC in Wyoming, and I think it's a good decision for the reasons I set forth in my prior video. And if you're not 100% sure whether you want to be in Wyoming, or you're not sure what to do about your home state if you don't live in the state of Wyoming, I encourage you to watch my prior video. I go through that in detail. I'm going to put a link to my prior video up above. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and select the link in the description under my video or in my comment, which I will pin to the top, and we will start the screen share at this time. Okay, so if you selected the link in the description under my video or in the comment section, you would have arrived here. First thing you need to do is choose LLC as your entity type. Second is the state of Wyoming. You will be brought down to these three packages. The first is the silver package, which is essentially the state filing fee, and they will file your articles of organization for you, which is required to form your LLC. They will give you unlimited name searches, which is not really an add-on service because you can do this yourself at the Secretary of State's website for free. They will provide registered agent service for a year for free, and that is an important value add because unless you have an address in the state of Wyoming, you will need to establish a registered agent. And what that registered agent does is it allows plaintiffs in a lawsuit, and this may never come up and hopefully will never come up, but it is required by the state that if a plaintiff in a lawsuit wants to sue your LLC, they should be able to do that by serving the lawsuit on a registered agent in the state of Wyoming. And they will provide that registered agent for you for up to a year for free, and they will also give you unlimited phone and email support. So now let's talk about the gold package and the platinum package. I generally recommend the gold package if you're doing it yourself, and you're going to pay an extra $199 to tell us 301 in the state of Wyoming. They're going to do the four things. They're going to provide these four services. Just like the silver package. In addition, they're going to give you an employer identification number, which is the tax ID for your LLC. You need this if you're going to open a bank account. You need this to file taxes. You need this if you're going to have payroll. They will file for you what's called IRS Form 2553. If you've watched my other videos, you will know that I'm a fan of LLCs taxed as S corporations. This form allows you to make that election with the IRS. You can also choose other types of tax status with Form 2553. I'm not going to give you tax advice. Just note that if your LLC is going to be set up primarily for real estate purposes, being taxed as an S corporation is not necessarily an advantage. But again, I'm not going to give tax advice, but you're going to see where you can get tax advice momentarily. They will provide you an operating agreement. And that operating agreement, I've seen it, I've reviewed it. It's good. It's not great. The one that is provided by Law Depot is better in my opinion. In fact, I have a video that goes over how to create an operating agreement using Law Depot, and you can do that for free via Law Depot, and I will put a link to that video in the description under this video. They will provide you with a banking resolution, which you need to open bank accounts. Lifetime company alerts. I think this is a really important feature because you do not want to be delinquent on your annual reports, and it is always a good thing to get alerts, and you will have to file a report annually, and they will make sure that you do that. The online access dashboard, once you create an account with Incfile, you can have one or all of your entities in that same account and access them through a dashboard, and all your documents are there and other important features. It's quite a nice feature and a good service to have in my view. Unlimited phone and email support, okay, that's good. Business banking account. They give you the option to set up an account through their connections at Bank of America if you'd like to do that. And this is a really important add-on, business tax consultation. That is included, and that may be worth the $199 in and of itself, but all of these items are available for an additional, essentially $200. All right, the Platinum package. Why would I choose the Gold package over the Platinum package? You can choose the Platinum package because you can get some business contract templates, and those have some value, but in most cases I find as an attorney that the templates are a useful place to start, but if it's an important transaction, you're really going to want to have an attorney draft their own agreement. Domain name and business email, you don't need to get that from Incfile in my view. You can get that from GoDaddy or whomever. But if you find that those two items are of value, then maybe the Platinum package is right for you. Free next day filing. Now you're going to see that there's going to be an option to have next day filing as an add-on service to either the Gold or the Silver package, and it costs $50. So in my view, unless you really want these business contract templates or the domain name and business email from Incfile, if you're not interested in those two items, but you do want free next day filing, it's best to choose the Gold package, or if you're okay with the Silver package, you can choose that as well, and just add the $50 to that. Save yourself $50 here and be done with it. So I'm going to go with the Gold package. Okay, so on this page, you're just providing your contact information to Incfile. It's used for internal purposes only. Go ahead and do that, and once you're done, press next. Okay, state filing time. As discussed, you can add $50 to this order, and it will be formed basically the next business day, which for me is Monday, June 5th. If you don't need to rush it and you want to save on $50, you can choose this here. It says right here, right now, the wait is about 3 weeks for normal processing. I'm choosing the add-on. Okay, so this is where you want to put in the name of your limited liability company. I presume you have done a name search before you arrived here. It's best to have one or two options. I'm choosing a name that I've used in other videos. And the designator is what comes after it. It needs to come after your name to indicate to the world that you are a limited liability company and you're not acting as, say, a sole proprietorship. I just like the clean LLC. Okay, so number of members. I'm going to have a single member LLC, but you can have more than one member, of course. Business purpose, dog grooming. Okay, industry keyword. Just try to describe what industry you're in. I'm going to try pet grooming, see what pops up. Okay, pet grooming service. You'll see that I've been assigned a number, 812910. This NAICS code is an important code because, as you will see up here, it is sometimes requested if you're filing forms in a state, or if you're applying for certain types of financing, or if you're competing for government contracts. They're going to want to know, what is the NAICS code? And if they ask you for that code, you will have already established it. You can just log into your Incfile account and retrieve it. No, I'm not registering an entity containing word or words in any form of foreign language. All right, so now they're requesting company address information. You do not need to have an address in the state of Wyoming. If you're not doing business in the state of Wyoming, then you don't need to have an address. You're going to have an agent for service and process there. That will be fine. You can put whatever your home state address is. You can choose this here and put that address. But if you want to have an address in the state of Wyoming, then they will provide you with a virtual office address where they will allow you to use the address. They will receive mail. They will send you alerts when you get mail. They will scan your mail and send it to you. If that's your preference, you're more than welcome to choose that. I'm going to choose the address that I have for my business, which is a fictitious address, as you can see, in the state of California. Okay, so now they are asking whether I want to add on any services, and I've decided that I do not want to upgrade for only $99. I'm not sure why they do this, quite frankly, because as you can see, I could have upgraded to Platinum package before for $99, and that would have included this extra $50 that I'm paying for the filing fee. So now they're asking me to upgrade for $99 to add the two things that I don't really need. Like I said before, if you need these two things, go ahead and sign up with the Platinum package. I'm saying no thanks. Okay, please provide members' information. So the member is the owner of the limited liability company. I am a single member limited liability company. I am owning it as an individual. So I'm going to put my name and my address in here, and I own 100% of it. Now, if you chose more than one member in a previous screen, then it would ask you put in each member's name and address and percentage ownership. And just note that if you are a limited liability company and you're electing to be taxed as an S corporation, then you cannot have, in most cases, a company as a member. If you're not going to elect to be taxed as an S corporation, you can have any type of member you want, a company, a foreign individual, a U.S. individual. But if you're electing S corp status, the same restrictions apply to S corporations when it comes to who can be a member of the LLC. There are some exceptions. For example, a single member LLC can be a member in certain cases of an LLC that is taxed as an S corporation. That is not the case here. I'm selecting next. Okay, registered agent information. I have selected this because that's what I want. I want a free registered agent service for 1 year. If I'm in the state of Wyoming, like I said, I can use my own address. If I want to remain anonymous, even if I'm in the state of Wyoming, I would probably choose to have a registered agent from Incfile so that people don't know my name. Okay, so this is where we're going to give them the information they need to obtain our employer identification number, our tax ID. No, I'm not a foreign individual. So I've selected my name, I've put in my social security number, my physical street address. I'm using this same address in California. That is needed, as you can see, by the IRS to issue the EIN. Next. Okay, if I want to set up a small business banking account with Bank of America, I can have them contact me. If you're interested, you can say, yes, contact me. I'm going to say ask me later, and the reason is because you have that option within your portal after you set up your LLC. Tax strategy, free consultation. Yes, of course, you should take advantage of that. Business licenses and permits. Depending upon your industry and the state and county and or city in which you are located, you may need a license or a permit. I have found that their recommendations as to what is needed are okay, but not necessarily accurate. That's something you should explore on your own with your county or your city. So I'm selecting no thanks. I will do the work myself. Okay, review the order. State of formation, Wyoming. Entity type, LLC. Name, agent. Company information. Member information. Yes, I want the tax consult. EIN tax info. All looks good. Okay, so we've arrived at the second to last page, and as you can see, we're 95% done. Told you this would be easy. Enter your credit card information, billing address. Click agree to the legal statement and cancellation policy. Select complete and pay, and you will have established your limited liability company or started the process in Wyoming. You will be notified when it is formed. You can log into your portal right away. It will say pending as of right now, but in 1 business day, if you chose that option, you will have an active LLC. They will provide you also with the EIN. You will have other options such as to file your Form 2553. You will be able to arrange your tax consultation, and you are well on your way to having your own limited liability company. And if you're not sure what to do next after you've set up your limited liability company, I have a video on the steps you need to take once you've established your limited liability company. I'm going to link to that also in the description under this video, so you know exactly what to do to protect not only your personal assets from the liability that your LLC may incur, but also to protect the LLC assets from the liability you may incur personally. And I encourage you to watch that video so that you get off on the right foot. Well, I hope you found that helpful. Hopefully you're on the way to forming your LLC. Like I said, if you have any questions about what I put in the video or about the LLC that you are in the process of forming or you have formed in the state of Wyoming, put them in the comments section below my video. If you liked the video, if you found it helpful, I encourage you to press the thumbs up button. If you want more content like this, I deliver content on a regular basis about LLCs and corporations and business and finance, etc. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I wish you and your limited liability company all the best. Have a great day.